Good morning.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Fitness Fridays with Michael.
And Tina.
And I'm Michael.
He's back. I'm sorry.
Kelly, I heard you wanted
Kelly.
to rename the show Fitness Fridays with Kelly and Tina. Sorry, girl.
I liked it. It's really my show. And
I'm just a special
yeah,
guest.
and you just get
I'm a
to
guest
come on
feature.
when you're in town.
Yeah,
and then
great.
I'm like Kelly Ripa. I have co-hosts.
Unbelievable. Good
every
morning,
week.
everybody. Dino. Oh, Dino's there. Shannon, Vera.
Shannon.
Beautiful.
He can't see Shannon.
No, I can
He's
see
a
it.
chooch.
I just put some drops in my eyes because I had soup.
Wow.
Soap in them. Soup, too.
Soup.
All right, listen, we got a great show. Today is viewer email day.
Mm-hmm.
We've been collecting emails all week.
We have.
Your questions answered live here on Facebook. But Tina wants to do a little summary about what's been going on while I'm away.
Yes. Well, it's certainly been more quiet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the last couple weeks, Michael has been traveling. Where have you been? Tell me. I know you like to talk.
Wow.
Michael likes to talk about himself, so hang on, everybody.
Well, let's see. I went from Indiana to Pittsburgh for a week. Then went down to great state of Texas.
Okay.
Oklahoma City.
Texas.
I went to visit our CBD manufacturer, Cantech Labs. Shout out to Ryan Early and Jordan Early, Bob Lowry, all my peeps down there. Great product.
You're going to need coffee for this. It's going to take a while.
And that's it. And then back to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And then I think I got back on a plane and had to go back to Texas.
You did do all that.
And then back here. So I've been gone for a couple, 2-3 weeks.
It's been glorious.
Okay.
It's been a glorious 2 weeks. I'm going to tell you.
Ditto.
Yeah, I'm going to just say that out loud, live, to the 8 people watching. So I just found this out. Oh, we lost one.
Oh, we lost one already?
We lost one. Oh,
that's
wait,
because
she's
I'm back.
They're back.
That's because I'm back.
Yeah, they're back. Oh, no, look, they're flooding in now. Oh, we're losing them. They're coming. They're going.
All right, get to the point, babe.
We know
Come
it's
on.
early. So, listen, just so y'all know why we're even doing this, I mean, Facebook, believe it or not, is not paying us to do this.
They should.
They should. Someday, babe. But Michael and I have been together a long time, and we used to do NBC 5 in the morning. Maybe that was 18 years ago, I want to say. Maybe 17 years ago, we used to be on NBC 5 in the morning. And when that was 5 a.m.
Give us a thumbs up if you used to watch us on NBC or even Channel 9 prior to that, back in the mid 90s.
No,
94 I started. Mid 90s to the late 90s.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up if you were fans of the show, because we did live fitness segments.
But and we did, and that was early in the morning. I think that was 5. I think those were 5 a.m.ers. Or maybe we got up at 5. I can't remember. But we were early in the morning. Then, when we moved to Indiana, we were living in Chicago then, and then we moved to Indiana, Northwest Indiana, and we were on WJOB. We had a radio station, radio show on JOB, and it was Fitness Fridays. So, the last couple months or prior to January, we had people asking if we were ever going to do that again. It was such a good show, and they got a lot of great information from it. So, we just said, hey, in this world now of social media, we can do it right now.
Perfect.
So we're live from our studio here, which is our
bedroom studio.
We're live in our
Temporary
bedroom.
housing.
Yeah, we're in temporary housing in a live bedroom studio. So we just want to be able to bring. We have such a passion for what we do, and we just want to be able to answer questions and bring information to you guys.
And help people. We're here to help.
Yes.
It's free. Yeah. I hate the word free. Free has no value. It's complimentary information. It does have value. You could do with it what you please, what you want. But we promise you, 58 years old, 40, what am I allowed to say?
6.
Okay.
Got
to ask the second number.
The real
46. But we walk our walk.
Somebody thought I was 30 last night. I do want to just say that.
Oh, please.
No. They really did.
All I could say
is
if
my mom is watching. Mom, didn't somebody think I was 30 last night?
Hi, Vicky. Mom, I love you.
My mom's like one of the 2 viewers. Hang on.
What 2 viewers?
Oh, no, there's 8.
There's at
People
least
will watch
8.
later. What time should we be doing this? I don't even know.
No, I can't do it any other time. Everybody's getting ready for work.
Yes. Somebody thought I was 30 last night.
Yeah. Your cousin.
I looked 30 last night.
Your cousin.
Good morning, Cheryl. I didn't know she wasn't a relative either. Mom, was it a relative? Let my mother answer.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Family
Was
endorsements
it
do not count.
It wasn't a relative. She was a nurse that didn't know any better.
She must have been drunk, but
she might have been
digress.
because she was Irish. So she was
That's
Irish,
terrible.
and she didn't know how she got the 7 kids she had. So I think she might have been drunk last night too. I don't know, but she was nice. Her name was Melda. She was a nurse. I think she's still a nurse this morning, but
we hope so.
she was. Mom was Melda's not
Can
a relative.
we get on with the show,
no,
please?
wait. I want to like my.
Oh,
my,
about you 30. All right, you're 30. You look 30.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Coffee is everything, by the way. If you don't know anything about coffee, you should.
The show is off the rails,
coffee is
obviously,
everything.
without me.
Coffee's
I don't know what
everything.
they did for the last 2
Oh, and
weeks.
last week, okay, so Kelly and I, let's back up. I apologize. Kelly Divine, who's a dear friend
She
and a
is
client.
divine.
So
We love her.
yeah, dear friend and a client for years. She was one of our
Yes.
first clients at Profit when we had our studio back in Dyer.
Started in 2011.
Yes. So we decided to do a shopping trip and how to prep meals. So we showed you how to go shop for the meals, and then we showed you how to prep some meals at home to get yourself prepped for the week and ready.
Invaluable.
Yeah.
Invaluable.
So two really great segments. We so missed you.
Oh, you're right.
And but those were two really great segments, and you can always watch those on YouTube. If you didn't see those, please watch them because they were really good. We went into an actual grocery store and did some shopping, and then we were in Kelly's home prepping for the week.
And we have some questions that will reference back
Yes.
to that show, which we're looking forward to.
Right, and then last week we were Michael's been traveling, and I actually was traveling last weekend. So I showed you this. I was in a 1,000 square foot gym in a really super quaint hotel, though, in Zion, Illinois. Nowhere. I wasn't in Costa Rica or anything, but I still went down and I got a workout in. You guys, I was really short on time last week. I'm sorry, it was a short segment, but yeah, I still did my workout. I prepped for it. I had a ready to go protein shake with me, and then Michael, you made sure you got your workouts in. On the road, right?
Yeah, I have a reciprocity membership, which, in this day and age, there's several gym chains that have that. You got to have it. And I try, because I'm in sales and I've got lots of meetings and appointments, I try to schedule that workout first and the appointments around accordingly. So
we really make it a priority.
It's
and
gotta
that's
be.
what I said. So every week too, y'all, I do a wrap up of what we're talking about. So I'll type an email and send it out to you of a wrap up of what we did today if you did miss the segment. So please, if you don't get an email from us, go to our website. It's going to be on the screen, and just at the end of the segment, it's sensationallife.com. You can just plug in, subscribe to our email. We don't send you any junk or anything crazy like that.
No.
We truly just send you a recap of what we did today. So you can always just go back and reference all the great information.
I want to say one thing.
Okay. No.
What Tina said about scheduling the workout, going out of your way. I want to hit you with some knowledge. 80% of Americans are on an antidepressant, an anti-anxiety, or an opioid. Okay, this is what's going on. And I was there. Yeah. I'm a success story. I'm lucky, blessed by the grace of God. I got off of 16 Vicodin and 20 Advil a day to manage my pain, to get out of bed.
And we're going to do a segment coming up on that.
On cannabinoids, because there's a lot of, you see all CBD everywhere. There's so much garbage out there. You got to be really careful. And we're not here to shove any product down your throat. We're just here to educate you. But I just want to say, we've had some trying weeks in the last 3 or 4 weeks, our entire family. From New York to Indiana, Illinois, and down to Texas. You have got to help relieve your own stress.
You have to take care. Self-care. You got to take care of yourself.
Exercising will do it. As much as I was rattled on several of those days walking into the gym, I knew I had to be there. You have to show up. And I went in and I had a good workout, and I just tried to let it go and leave everything outside the door. And
45 minutes, an hour, the most. You're never there longer than that.
But you have to release those hormones, those endorphins,
Yeah.
Some good adrenaline, and get rid of the cortisol that's stressing you and making you feel badly.
Yes.
You want your endocannabinoid system to turn on itself and produce cannabinoids to self-heal. The good Lord made our bodies to be a healing mechanism on its own, not take synthetic drugs that this society is
that
feeling.
truly aren't helping the body.
And as you
They're
see,
really not.
you watch what's happening in Ohio. Congress, the agencies are coming after these opioid companies.
Yeah.
They've misled us, and they didn't tell us the real story, similar to tobacco.
Yeah.
That all of the addictive properties and what's happening, 133 people are dying from opioid overdose daily. That is horrific. That is a society killing itself.
Right. And most of this is self-inflicted. We're
It
doing
is.
it. We're doing
It
it
is.
to ourselves.
But very often,
So-
somebody goes into the hospital for a back injury, a knee injury, and they, like me,
Yes.
and they get on these meds and they can't get off of them.
off of them.
So that's the crime, and we have ways to naturally do that. We swear on it that it actually works, and I'm a personal living testimonial.
Yes.
And those of you who know me knew how many Vicodin and pills I took because I told everybody I wasn't hiding it. I had to do it to get to work.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
How about some questions?
So, okay,
Yeah.
here, we've got questions. So, again, as I told you, you can subscribe to our email. People have been doing that, and they've been sending us questions. So we just decided to take a day
Today.
and answer them on
Right.
air.
Yeah.
So, hang on. We got some... Hang on. Wait, I can do it.
Capital A.
Okay.
and GELO.
Oh, everybody's going to know. I got it, and then I got the number. Hang on.
60. No, you put 80.
Oh.
I told
I
you.
get
She
it.
doesn't. She
Yeah.
doesn't
It's
have
not my,
it. Okay.
it's not my
okay.
password. So one of the things that I talked about last week, and that's in the email recap, y'all, is that when I'm traveling, and I was going to an unknown place last weekend, but I always call ahead and find out
Yeah.
if I can get some of the tips I gave you. I always call ahead and find out if I can get a room on the top floor so I can use the stairs when I'm coming and going. And then I found out what restaurants were around, and I found out if there was a little kitchenette in the room so that I knew how to pack and prep
your
and bring
food,
some
bring
food of
some
my
food.
own. So
Great.
those are just little tips for when I was traveling. But I made it. You can't work out. This is another thing we've always been miffed about. If you're already working out 5 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days, and then you go away and just do nothing.
No.
Why would you do that?
Self-awarded vacation?
Yes.
No.
No. You guys got to keep moving, keep working out.
Yeah.
So,
Makes you feel good.
all right, I'm going to read questions. Should I read them to you? You could be like, this is like Johnny Carson.
Okay,
Remember when you
good.
used to put him up to
Yes.
the head? Okay. All right, so we've got a question from Susie R. Why is it that some days I'm so hungry in the morning more than others? I'm going to give that one to you.
Okay, well, there's a couple of reasons. One, first of all, it's good to be a little bit hungry in the morning because breakfast is the most important meal. Why is it called breakfast? Now, this is unique. Breakfast, break, fast. You're breaking the fast.
Yes.
You've been fasting all night. Hopefully, you got 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. Your
You
body.
didn't eat right before bed.
If you were in REM sleep, if you're sleeping well, and again, we have ways to make you, exercising makes you sleep deep. You need REM sleep. When you're in deep REM sleep, you are burning a higher percentage of body fat than when you're up in the day. And you may say, wait, what did he just say? Yeah, a higher percentage because you're idle. So your body is burning.
Resting.
You're resting, and all you're burning are fat calories. That's what's important.
Yeah.
Fat calories. But the other reason you may be too hungry, if you're too hungry and you're craving carbohydrate, sugar like a bowl of Lucky Charms, which is not healthy, is because you ate too many carbohydrates the night before. Your dinner, your last meal of the day should be filled with
protein. Yeah.
And what's the question we always tell you every time you sit down? And Ron and Raquel down in Texas, I love you. What's the question? Where is my protein coming from? Now, finally, if you program your hypothalamus.
Oh, Diane Perez,
hypothalamus to crave sugar, it's an addiction, then you're going to want more sugar in the morning. So start to train your body. Your carbohydrates are to be had and
Earlier
eaten
in the
early.
day. Earlier
Breakfast,
in the day.
morning snack, and a little bit of lunch. That you don't need it. It's gas. You
Yeah.
only need enough gas to get around the track.
Now, I always tell people try to have those carbs, no later than 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Depending again on your schedule.
Right.
Don't take that to heart. If you're a nurse and you're working, the overnight shift,
Yeah.
you can have a carbohydrate at, 10 o'clock if you have to.
But it's the
depending
same thing, right,
if you're
Tina? If you're a nurse or an overnight shift
Overnight
worker,
shift worker.
meal one is your breakfast. Meal 2 is your morning
Yeah.
snack. Meal 3 is your lunch.
Yeah.
Just do it that way, because if at the end of your shift, 3-4 hours before your shift, that's your last meal, then that's the meal. You're high in protein, low in carbohydrate, so you can sleep better, burn more fat,
Yeah.
get up. Imagine waking up ripped or better, leaner.
Now, let me ask you this. What if you're stressed? What if you're in a stressed state and you're waking up from sleep, you know, stressed? And so, because I've had people say that, like, I don't feel
Us,
better.
we're
If
we're
you're in
waking
a
up.
stress
Yeah.
state, you can hold on to weight from stress.
Yeah.
So another great stress reliever is exercise.
Yeah.
Y'all should be exercising.
And here's what happens. Remember,
Yeah.
when we're stressed, it's the fight or flight
Yeah.
syndrome. And your body, your brain says, wait a minute, hypothalamus tells the pituitary gland, release cortisol, bad hormone, and adrenaline. Could be good, but when mixed with cortisol, bad. When the stress is perceived to be gone, the adrenaline leaves your body, but the cortisol stays. If you feed it with comfort food, boom, you blow up.
Yeah.
It's just natural. It's called a survival mode. It's the way nature, God, has made our bodies. So you don't want that. You have to be careful. So this
eat
doesn't,
breakfast. That's what we're
yeah,
trying
but this
to say.
doesn't happen overnight. You have to get into a cycle of 28, 30 days
Right.
to get your body used to this.
And good breakfast. What's a good breakfast? You should have a protein shake. You got to have some protein. Protein shake is great to have in the morning first thing. Some oatmeal. Add some protein to your oatmeal if you'd like. You can have some eggs if you want to just have oatmeal and then have a couple scrambled eggs or have some hard-boiled eggs. But you should definitely have some protein in the morning. That is
Good carbs.
that is-
Number 2.
Number 2, this is from John T. I'm trying to lose weight. I do cardio 6 days a week, but the scale has stopped moving after losing 23 pounds. Congratulations, John, for losing 23 pounds.
Right.
What can I do? Because that's amazing. What can I do to start losing weight again?
Okay.
He's plateauing.
He's plateauing. So the first thing I'm going to say, I'm a mechanic, and your car is not working.
Ooh, what if you're not a breakfast person? We'll come back to
We'll
that,
come back
Shannon.
to that.
Yeah.
But you're not a breakfast person
Yeah.
because you're not eating right during the day. You're not. So I got to help you.
She's doing good, though. She's doing good, but we got to... So I want to address that, because I do know Shannon, for a fact, is doing good.
Okay,
during the day.
back to John T. John, you got to back off the cardio. Your body has become complacent.
Yeah,
You're going
yeah.
down the same road. It knows what to expect. You're in the box. You got to get out of the box. What about strength training, John? Are you doing strength training? You got to now go from 6 days of cardio. I'm going to say at least if you're crazy.
You got to change it up, right?
You got to change it up.
You need to change something.
3 to 4 days a week. Actually keep the cardio session shorter and more intense. And change your body. Shock your system.
Quit hitting me. Oh, my God.
Shock your system to make results. But get your strength training in. Do a circuit, a full
God,
body,
bless you.
2 days a week. 2 days a week. And just train the whole body so that all of your muscle site receptors from head to toe are craving the utilization and metabolization of sugar and protein. Remember, your pancreas, it will not release and produce insulin if in the muscle site receptors it's closed and says, no thanks, I'm not active today, or I'm not active at all, and I don't need insulin. That's how you become diabetic. And that's going to be...
Okay, Dr. Oz, hang on a second.
Just letting you know, man.
Give the guy a
Just
straight,
the facts, ma'am. Just
layman
the facts.
He just wants to know what... Okay, so... not
Get
to
strength training in.
Yeah.
Get strength training in and back down the cardio.
If any of you are plateauing, even when you're doing something great, like John's going,
Right.
hey, I'm working out 6 days a
Okay,
week.
okay.
But you're doing the same thing 6 days
Yeah,
a week.
change it up.
You can do too much of a good thing. It's do a different good thing.
Oh, you're too much. You're a good thing. Oh,
God, I
good.
am. Okay.
Too much? Never.
That's right. I'm a lot. but
John,
I'm
change
a
it
lot.
up, John. That's
Just
it.
change
Change
it up.
it up.
So, and maybe change the cardio. Are you doing the same cardio? And then what's your food like? You got to always look at your food, because
Protein.
you may need to
Protein.
change the food too.
Yeah.
Yeah, protein up. All right. Becky G, number 3. She's a singer. I am 63 years old and have
beautiful.
never lifted weight before or really exercised on a regular basis. My husband says it's too late for me to start exercising.
Oh.
What can I do?
Oh.
Whoa, Becky.
Oh,
what can I
doofus.
do to lose some weight and feel better?
Doofus
First of all,
alert.
you drop that husband, Becky.
We'll go gentle.
Yeah, no, Becky.
They're in love.
Listen, and mine had me sleeping on the couch last night, so I'm looking for a new one too.
No,
Becky,
here it
let's
is.
go look for new husbands.
All right. Can I answer or do you want to answer?
So, yes, you can still lift weights, Becky.
You could create hypertrophy or hypertrophy, however you want to pronounce it, tomato, well into your mid-70s. Muscle. So you can break down muscle cells. Becky, the best thing for you is start to lift lightly, 1 or 2 days a week. Do it for 2 to 3 weeks in a row. Let your body become accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Back to John as well. You must create a thermogenic effect in your body. When you do cardio, John and Becky, your body will only burn calories for how many? 24 to 36 hours. But when you do a strength training session,
48.
Tina, no, 3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days.
3 to 4 days you will burn. That's what the pump is all about. Get that blood, break down that muscle, because when you break down muscle in a workout, you don't grow, you don't make gains. You make gains when you rest and recuperate.
Yeah, you're breaking muscle down in the gym.
That's right.
You're tearing up the fibers, you're breaking it down. So you want to build it back up, resting it, and feeding it good food.
Right.
Don't go to the gym and lift, have a great lift, or
then have a bad
and then
meal.
Go have a bad meal. We don't get that.
Leave the
Don't
Tootsie
do that.
Rolls alone.
Yeah, well, that's at your place.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
But yes.
You must understand that those next 2 to 3 days is when you will make your body run like a Ferrari.
Settle down.
That's how you got to make it. Thermogenic effect. Strength training. Best.
And if you're this is, I mean, Becky's 63. And she hasn't lifted before. This is where we would say, Becky, go get a trainer. Please call on a trainer so that you can learn how to lift the right way. Go to a small group personal training class like what I do over at Midwest. Or call up and just get a trainer, even if it's just a couple sessions. Just it's so worth the investment.
Learn.
Get 5
Education.
sessions. Buy 5 sessions with a trainer and just say, hey, I just am trying to learn. Let them teach you so you have a good guide.
Pay attention
on how to do it the right way.
Put the cell phone down during the workout, kids.
Yeah. I don't think Becky's going to do that.
All right.
And then we'll talk later about husbands.
Last one.
And then, yes, he should support you and get on board, by the way.
But he doesn't know. Wait a minute. Don't listen.
Make him go with you.
If your air conditioner is broken, don't go see a carpenter. Don't go see a bus driver. Get an HVAC guy.
Oh, that's...
Ron, do you see what I did there, Ron?
Yeah.
Okay, my buddy
Giving
Ron.
him a plug.
My brother Ron.
Okay.
No, you go to an expert.
Yeah, so that's what we would recommend for you to do is lift some
Or
weights.
write us. We'll help you again.
Absolutely. All right, number 4, last question from Mike C. Unless anybody's got questions. Does anybody have questions? Please throw them out.
Send them in.
Mike C. Tina, I watched you 2 weeks ago when you were at the grocery store but had to leave for work before you were done. Please explain why you shop around the outside of the aisles and not in the middle. Oh, great question, Mike.
Great question.
So we call that shopping the perimeter, okay, of the grocery store. And most grocery stores, almost all of them, are set up by design to put all the fresh food around the outside.
And why is that exactly?
Store, except for Jewel, who I have an issue.
Really?
Jewel, wait, you don't know what? Oh, did you not watch?
No.
You didn't watch me. So Jewel, I got a question for them. So we're in produce, but bakery's right there. Bakery's right next to produce.
Right.
I'm like, what a scam.
Yeah, you know why?
So you got
because
all
your
these great
hypothalamus,
yes.
they want to capture you. That's brainwashing.
So I got a bone to pick with them because and there's actually a couple grocery stores that are that way.
Yeah.
So they've got their bakery set up in the perimeter as well.
Instead of fresh fruits and vegetables, produce. It is because normally the
they gotta
refrigeration.
it's refrigeration.
You got to put the refrigeration around the perimeter.
And the ovens and all those things.
But then you take a person like Tina who's smart enough to see and say, wait a minute, all the healthy food is around the perimeter. People, go and shop the perimeter first. Then you come into the aisles.
And honestly, you shouldn't need a whole lot out of the middle.
No, that's
Here's
right.
what we did on the perimeter. I mean, you start with your produce. You had fruits, vegetables, and
Dairy.
then the deli.
Then
the deli was there. I'm not a big dairy fan, but okay. So we but we did talk about dairy. If you got to do it, you do white cheeses. You do
Greek yogurt.
Yeah, we'd like to do organic
goat yogurt,
free.
goat milk.
Yes, do everything organic dairy if you can.
Yeah.
So if you have to have it, but. And then it was meats. It was all of, the organic meats and chickens and turkeys and things like that. It was eggs. It was real butter. Buy real butter. It was frozen vegetables. Then you go into the frozen section, and then it was all frozen vegetables. I mean, really just shopping that perimeter. Our cart was full by the end of that. And then all we really ended up in the middle for, you get your nut butters out of the middle, which of course are right next to bread. You gotta not look at the bread, but we did, raw peanut butter, organic. We did almond butter. We did coffee, tea. We did some canned tuna. If you gotta get canned anything, it's okay. We get low sodium canned beans. We got some canned tuna, low sodium. And then, we just say if you're gonna get beans or something out of a can, try not to ever get vegetables out of a can, but then you just rinse them off. Things like that.
Tina, but isn't it better to get something out of a can than a box?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because technically canned was
fresh at one point.
Was fresh before it went into the can. And it's not terrible. It's not terrible.
No, it's not.
So that's a good way to go. But boxed means that there's preservatives.
Boxed or bagged usually is.
Yeah, because it's got to have a shelf life. Look, if it outlives a cockroach, don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Right.
It's
and
no
listen,
good.
we know, Michael and I always say this, food is a legal drug. It truly is. It's a drug. It's an addiction.
Unfortunately.
Sugar, carbohydrates, and that's why they're loading all of those things up with
that's why the bakery's first in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they know you're high.
Yeah.
Remember,
you're going to smell a baked good and want it.
And I know you guys, my cousins down in Texas laugh at me all the time, but they're going to know.
You're going after Texas today.
No, I love Texas.
My poor peeps.
Hypothalamus.
Texas.
It's not you that wants to eat. It's the brain. It's your computer program.
Yeah.
It's saying that, give me what I need. Now, your hypothalamus, 2 requirements. 1, I need my 4 macronutrients. What are the 4 macronutrients, Tina?
Protein, carbohydrate, fat, and water.
Very
you need
good.
them all.
You need them all to survive. Macro means, what do I need to exist? Very important. But it also says, give me that threshold of whatever I'm eating, whatever I'm addicted to. Cupcakes, pastries, too much pizza.
Listen,
I love pizza.
You got to retrain your brain. That's it. You got to just say, you know what? Yes, I want it, but I'm not gonna have it.
Right.
That's all that really. And there is no
and
other.
Just shrink it. Shrink it. It doesn't mean don't have it though. Yeah. Just have a lot less of it.
Shrink it first
to
try to quell it. Try to get rid of it.
But I want to say this,
or get a substitute for it. But
now Tina said about avoid the bread. You know what? I know how tough that is. I'm Italian, and like on a Sunday, if you're gonna have spaghetti meatballs, sometimes that piece of bread to get the sauce.
Yeah, but you know what? Then that's when you can go to the bakery and just buy like a roll or something. Don't buy a whole loaf of bread because then you're gonna eat it. It's gonna be sitting in the house.
Look, back in the day when our parents were young, they bought groceries every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, they did.
You know why? Because it was always fresh.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have all these boxed and preserved bad foods. So they always bought every 2 or 3 days to have it fresh. They were actually a lot healthier.
Okay, let's circle back to Shannon's question about what if you're not a breakfast person.
Okay.
So, and I do know this for a fact because she's one of my clients. Shannon is really doing, because she's lost a tremendous amount of weight. She looks amazing. But she's really changed the shape of her body. And she's doing the right thing with food. So, Shannon, this is, again, where you got to retrain the brain. You're going to have to just say, you know what, I don't normally do breakfast. I'm not a big breakfast person, but you're up early. You're up early.
You got to feed.
You can't go too many hours without food. And I guess you and I will have to talk about how many hours are you up before you actually have that first meal. Because
how about a shake, Tina?
A shake we think would be great, Shannon. Or like we said,
smoothie. Healthy smoothie, protein.
Yeah, some oatmeal or something. We can talk but yeah, if you're not a breakfast person, I think a lot of times it's because you're already in a routine. You got up, you're taking a shower, and you're out the door for work. So you're not a breakfast person because you're waking up already in a stressed mode to start. Right, it's the flight. You're already going into flight.
Right.
So I just think you've got to plan it out ahead of time and then just retrain the brain.
It is. Tina hit it right on. It's just going to take a little time. You got to here's your eating pattern. You got to move it up earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And then you'll really make gains. But remember, it's all about your brain. The hypothalamus dictates everything we do. Now, look, you can see, because I need a poster size.
Oh, my God. We don't look like that anymore.
Yes, we do.
We got to get, like, a current photo of, like, what we really
I have
look
a big hypothalamus. Yes, I do.
You do. Okay, so we're going to sign off. A couple things that we want to say. Dr. Ron Vaught is coming to my place tomorrow from 1 to 3 Saturday.
Where's your place?
Dr. Ron Vaught at Midwest Fitness and Training Studios, powered by Sena. That's in Dyer, St. John, Indiana. Please come. You do not have to be a member. It's free. It is free information.
Training
I'll
Center.
put the information up. But Dr. Ron Vaught, who was on several weeks ago, maybe it's a month ago already, but
Brilliant.
he's amazing.
Lots
he's a
of
chiropractor out of Illinois, and he's just going to give us all kinds of great information on nutrition and how to take care of ourselves and things that we can just do from the environment to take care of ourselves. That's happening. And then go to our website. It's going to be up, sensationallife.com, and you can, there's a lot of great information there, and then you can subscribe to our email, and we'll send you
Good show, babe.
So thank you.
Great
Thank
show.
y'all for watching us. And again, please send in questions all the time. We are going to do this. We want to periodically answer them for you.
Stay strong, mentally strong, one foot in front of the other. You can do it. You can live.
Yes.
We know people that have
You're in control. You're in control.
We know people that have lost 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, and their definition of their new life and the way they feel now is night and day.
Yeah.
Don't get to the point where you're unhealthy. Life is too challenging that way. Your healthy mind starts with a healthy body.
Yes.
We love you. Until
We'll
next
see y'all
time.
next Friday.
Wishing you the best of health.
Bye.